This is TaskSpoon, the series where I aim to complete the collection log one random task at a time. After nearly 2 years and over 4,000 hours of gameplay, I'm finally ready to take on RuneScape's endgame as I venture into the elite tier. Welcome to Season 4 of TaskSpoon. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 143 of the TaskSpoon series. In the last video, I had some pretty amazing luck at God Wars Dungeon. I got spooned a Sarah Hilt on 67 KC, creating one of the funniest Zilyana logs I've ever seen. I then had another God Wars Dungeon task, where I ended up getting the Bando's boots, but first ended up getting a Shard 1, allowing me finally to have access to my Bando's Godsword and my newly acquired Sarah Doman Godsword, which is amazing. We then did an Elite Clue task where I got the last 2 Venator shards I needed to make the bow and completed the task. So yeah, last episode, extremely successful, lots of good unlocks, and we ended by rolling a raids task, which is going to be another amazing unlock, hopefully. So yeah, first things first though, I want to do something cool. As you probably know if you've been watching the last couple episodes, I have been farming my little ass off, doing an herb run every hour on the hour that I'm playing. And I'm essentially out of herb seeds at this point, keeping a few for farming contracts, and all of that work has paid off. I had done about a year's worth of PVM doing these random spreadsheet tasks without actually doing like any farm runs. I got really lazy in the middle there just because I was so focused on actually completing the task. Herb runs just felt like such a secondary thing that wasn't really on my mind. But over the last couple months, I've been doing my herb runs, I've been gathering herb lore secondaries, and yeah, like I said, it is all going to pay off, finally. In between the last video and this one, I have made over 10,000 potions while AFKing while I edit, and it's all been in culmination for this. 99 herb lore. I almost don't believe it, but yeah, I just had this vision of getting 99 herb lore, and it's finally a reality. It just looks so funny to be an Iron Man with 99 herb lore before, like 99 fire making or thieving or fletching, all these easy 99s, but oh, it looks so good. I don't know why, I just wanted to start the video off with a bang. 99 herb lore on an Iron Man is just so huge. I guess I'll go and buy the cape, but it's like one of the worst 99 capes, but I'm still gonna go get it. Alright, Cake Mix, give me my cape, 99k for this piece of crap. In case you're curious, the herb lore cape, what it does is it lets you use grimy herbs to make unfinished potions, so you don't have to clean them, but, you know, whatever. You still get the XP for it, so I guess it's kind of good if you're trying to go for post 99 XP, but you can also search it for a pestle and mortar, and that's pretty much it. So, cool, I guess, but there we go, 99 herb lore is done, and we can move on. Realistically, I still have a bunch of editing I have to go and do, so I'm gonna find something to AFK, but we will start these raids as soon as I can. And as far as the rewards go, as you can see from the potions here, I mean, I am stocked up for a very long time, which is great. No more grinding secondaries, no more worrying about herb runs. I'm just going back to grinding tasks, and that feels amazing. Anyways, enough herb lore talk. I'm gonna go and finish editing this video, mine some amethyst while I do it. Again, part of my goal on this account is to max, hence why I've been working so hard on these other skills while I have the time. And yeah, editing just gives me a great chance to do some of these AFK skills, so gonna mine some amethyst, edit a video, and then we will go in raids. Even though I haven't really had a use for the amethyst itself, it's been my AFK activity of choice for a little while now. Ever since they changed the mining gloves to make it so you get duplicate amethysts, it's actually pretty AFK and really good XP per hour. And yeah, I've just been sort of stockpiling amethyst until I have a chance to use it. And now that I have a Venator bow, I might actually make some amethyst arrows for it. And maybe one day I'll get a T-bow, which I want amethyst arrows for. So yeah, this has been my AFK activity of choice, but I am done editing, so we are gonna go and do some raids. So I actually have a few upgrades since the last time I did any raids. Most notably, I now have Ferocious Gloves, which are both just great melee gloves, as well as help me keep my gear in the right spots now that I have a glove switch for all 3 combat styles. I have a Blade of Saildor, Now, I've always had a Blade of Saildor, since I've started raiding at least, but I only recently realized that the Blade of Saildor is actually my best stab weapon, as sad as that is. Before I was using the Dragon Hunter Lance, but apparently Blade of Saildor's stab is just better. Has higher melee strength, same speed, and better stab. So, gonna be using the Blade of Saildor on stab, I guess, I don't know. And I now have a Bando's Godsword for defense draining specs. Before I was using either the Bone Dragger or the Dragon Warhammer, but I'm just gonna bring the BGS instead. And other than that, I think everything is the same. And oh, I also have a Brimstone Ring. Better Tribrid Ring. So yeah, lots of upgrades, good to go. I'm going to be starting with TOA, mostly because they just changed the monkey room and I want to try it out. So yeah, I'm going to do some, I think I'm going to be doing some 225s. That's what I was doing last time, which should give me a pretty decent chance, like a 3%-ish chance at a purple each raid. So yeah, let's just do it. As far as which items we're looking for from TOA, obviously a Shadow would be the best upgrade, but my second and third best upgrades are actually the Fang and the Lightbearer, the two most common purples, which I have had neither of. So honestly, doing TOA has a great chance to give me an amazing upgrade in either of those, as well as an off chance to give me an even better upgrade in the Shadow. So yeah, TOA is actually really good for me right now. Now, what we don't want to see is either of these two jewels. Both the jewels count for a raid's unique, and they would be much less interesting to get. So hopefully we don't end up with one of those. And guess who forgot to put their dragon pickaxe in the thing? Haha, it's me again. Alright, well, first raid back was a little bit sloppy. I actually ended up dying to the monkey room. I was trying to mess around with the new changes and just wasn't paying attention to the vents, but ultimately I think I like the new monkey room. I just need to get used to it, but either way, a 2.4% chance for a purple? No. Well, the second raid went significantly better than the first. No deaths that time, and I just felt like I remembered what to do this time instead of last time. And the monkey room actually feels a lot better now. I don't know if that's like the general consensus online, but I did it way faster and it was way more fun, so I like it. And it is going to give me a purple. Never mind. Alright, and that is another raid done. Points are a little bit low. I died to Baba. I thought I killed the boss, and I turned my prayer off, and then it hit me for like a 30-something and killed me, so that was kind of sad, but still a 2.4% chance. No. Another raid in the books, significantly better that time. No deaths, 2.8% chance at a purple. Give me something, game. Never mind. Huh. So I was a little bit confused there because I thought that the thread was a 1 in 10 drop chance, and I thought it even got more common, but apparently it does get more common until you get one, but after you get a single thread, it goes up to a 1 in 50, so it makes sense that I've only got the first one and then another one in about 50 more raids. So not incredibly unlucky like I first thought. I kind of forgot that you could even get dupes of this, but yeah, another thread doesn't really matter. I have no use for it. And there is another raid done, pretty clean one, all things considered, 2.88% purple. No. Alright, and there is another raid completed. I actually messed around with the invocations a little bit, which I'm going to talk about once I get out of here and I can go and read the names of them because I forget. But first, I'm going to get purple. Never mind, okay. So I know I didn't show the invocations at the beginning of this session, but up until that last raid, I was using the same invos. But that last raid, I realized that Path Seeker kind of sucks. It adds a lot of difficulty for very little benefit. So instead, I swapped from walk for it to jog for it. I'm almost never even near the 40-minute timer. Usually I'm around 28 to 30 minutes, so 35 is plenty. And then I also added Ancient Haste, which basically does nothing. I don't know why I didn't have that on in the first place. So yeah, same raid level, but way less difficulty in the raid. And even that first raid, I was kind of scuffed, and it was still way easier. So I'm happy I decided to look into that. I don't know, Path Seeker just seems a bit too difficult for how little it actually adds. One of the things that I'm actually hoping to get out of this, I'm a little surprised I haven't seen one yet, is Elite Clues. Elite Clues are actually pretty common at all the raids, but TOA especially, and they'd be really nice to sort of work towards stacking up some Elite Caskets in the bank during these tasks, so hopefully we end up getting some of those too. Man, I can't believe I did all those raids with Pathseeker on, just like not enjoying it, and then I take it off and I'm like, this is so easy now. 27-minute raid, I think that might be my PB for 225s. It's annoying, it doesn't keep track of the different PBs because they're all considered normal modes, so it's counting my 150 PBs in there too, but yeah, this feels way better. No purple though. I will say the one reason that people recommended having Pathseeker on was because the increased level increases the health of the bosses, which means that you get to do more damage to them, which means that you get more points. But the difference in my unique percent from the Pathseeker raids to this one has been like 0.06 or something, and that's just not worth it to me, man. These are way easier, way more chill, and I'm just having more fun. I know I said initially my plan was to sort of do a little bit of Chambers and TOA at the same time, depending on whether or not I had teammates to raid with. But turns out I'm actually having a lot of fun at TOA, and after looking into it a little bit more, because the chance of getting either a Lightbearer or a Fang at TOA is so high, it's about like 70-75% of the drops that you're going to get at TOA is either a Lightbearer or a Fang. Because it's so high, it doesn't really make sense for me to go to Chambers, where the chance of me getting the item I want, the Dex Scroll, is so low compared to all of the other items that I could be getting there that ultimately aren't that useful for me. Something like a Twisted Buckler or Dragon Hunter Crossbow, Din's Bulwark, those kinds of items. Although they have some niche uses, ultimately a Fang or a Lightbearer is going to be way more useful. So I think for now, I'm just going to stay at TOA. I might join in some Chambers if anyone ever like asks in the clan chat or in the Discord or something if someone wants to do some. But for now, I think I'm just going to stay at TOA. Don't you just love when you click on the teleport crystal and you see a purple light? I wouldn't know what it feels like, but I assume it'd be great. Hey, an Elite Clue, finally! So I was curious how much faster Thralls were actually making these raids, because, to be honest, I don't like using Thralls. I think they're just sort of annoying. And that one ended up being 30 minutes, 31 minutes, but considering that I missed all of my BGS specs on both Kefri and Zebak, I don't really know if that was a great test. I'm going to do at least a couple more. Ancients is nice because it lets me barrage in the monkey room, but yeah, either way, another deathless raid, 2.83% chance? No. Like, I know that Thralls are objectively very strong. They're just free DPS regardless of what you're hitting, but I don't know, if I can get away with not using them, like for example, if my average time is around 29 minutes and then without Thralls it's like 30 minutes, I really don't care about that 1 minute time. Like, that's so irrelevant to me compared to not having to use them, so I'm gonna try a few more without them. Honestly, I feel like that was a lot better example of sort of the time that I can expect, and even then I messed up on the Akka room. I had to 2-cycle the mining because I misclicked. So, 30-minute time compared to 20-minute time, 29-minute time, like, whatever. Thralls are annoying to use, so I'm happy to see that. And it won't matter, because this is going to be my last raid, because I'm going to get a purple. Okay, but imagine, though. I was actually about to go to bed, but then I had this thought of, what if there's a purple in this sarcophagus over here? Okay, well, I should have gone to bed. Hello, good morning. It is the next day and we are back at TOA. Usually when I wake up in the morning, I give myself a chance to actually wake up. I'll eat breakfast, I'll watch something, I'll do something AFK, but today I decided to jump right into the raids and boy was that a mistake. My brain is not on yet. Died once, a bunch of mistakes, but still a 2.34% chance at a purple. Okay, well. But hopefully that was enough to wake my brain up, and we go again. Well, that went significantly better. Give my brain a little bit of time to wake up in the morning. 2.82% chance at a purple. No. Hey, an elite clue. I don't know if anyone else is the same as me, but I hate that the plugin shows it as a percentage drop chance when every other drop rate in the game shows it as a fraction of 1 in whatever. And so I just wanted to do the math for you guys in case you didn't know. 2.85% chance, which is about what I'm getting per raid on average, is a 1 in 35 drop rate, which means that on average I'm going to need to do 35 raids, and I started at 50 normal mode KC, so it's super easy to keep track. I'm currently at 63, so I've only actually done 13 raids at about a 1 in 35 chance, so I'm still way under the drop rate. I've got a lot to go, and I can do about 2 raids an hour at most. Averaging 30-minute raids. I give myself a little bit of downtime in between to sort of just relax my brain for a little bit, but let's say at most 2 raids per hour, meaning that getting this purple should take me about 18 hours of raiding, which isn't too bad all things considered, but yeah, I just wanted to put things into perspective for you. I will say, this is some of the most fun I've ever had while raiding. I understand why people can do this all day, just going back to back, the chance at purples, it just feels good. Now, it'll feel a lot better when I actually get a purple and get an upgrade, but for now, I'm actually having a lot of fun, so yeah, I'm definitely going to be staying here for a little bit. Although maybe I won't have to be here all day if I click on this teleport crystal and there's a purple light. Never mind. Man, I was kind of zooming that raid. 28-minute clear with no thralls. That's pretty sick. No purples as well. Cool. Yes, very cool game. Thank you. I gotta say, I'm feeling so much more comfortable with this raid right now. Getting to the point where I'm doing these, 29-minute runs, 2.9% unique chance on essentially completely autopilot. Not really paying attention, watching YouTube videos and whatnot, makes it way less draining mentally and way more chill to just sort of grind out a bunch of raids. So, yeah, feeling good and feeling even better with the purple. Any purples? Sag. I hope you guys are having as much fun watching this episode as I am recording it. These raids are definitely where a lot of my biggest upgrades are going to come from, so not only am I having fun doing it, but I'm going to have even more fun with the upgrades. And if you're having fun watching, then maybe make sure that you like the video and that you're subscribed, because those two things are really cool, and you're cool if you do them. No, but seriously, I am trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you wanted to help me out with my goal, that would really mean a lot to me. Thank you. And that's another raid done, 30 minutes exactly, a 2.83% chance at a purple. Never lucky. Oh yeah, I forgot to record that, but I decided to do the melee-only Zibak kill for the combat achievement. My plan was to continue raiding, but I kind of used a bunch of supplies, so maybe I'll just leave. Alright, here we go. Another raid, another chance at a purple. Where purple, game? No, that's so sad. Well, at least it's the better one. That is really disappointing that I did all those raids and I don't even end up with one of the 2 items that I wanted, the Fang or the Light Bearer. The jewels are actually more rare than getting a purple with one of these in it, so that's kind of sad, but the blue gem is useful at least. The blue kerosene, aka the kerosene of breaching, is the only one that can be used outside of TOA, so it's actually really good at killing specifically Calphite Queen. This is the best in slot weapon. And what it does is, it obviously has the same Kerosene Partisan effect, but it also has a 33% accuracy bonus against Calphites and Scarabites. So it is the best in slot weapon for killing Kefri and Calphite Queen. So at least that is useful, and I'd much rather have it than the yellow gem for the 225s that I'm doing. The yellow jewel is good for higher invocation raids, but for me, this is just going to be a DPS upgrade on Kefri, which is good for the next time I have a TOA task, but obviously not what we were looking for. Oh well, I had a lot of fun raiding, and I'm feeling a lot more confident going into the next raid's task. One less thing to get that I don't want, which means more likelihood I get something I do want. So, yeah, also we ended on 69 KC. Nice. And that does mean that we get to move on to a new task. I know I've done a lot of raiding this episode, so let's go see what we're going to go do next. Alright, here we go, back on the spreadsheet. Complete the raid's task, unfortunately. And let's see what we're gonna go do. Honestly, I know it's been a lot of raiding already, but I'm kind of hoping for another raids task, so let's see what we get. Oh hey, and look at that, 50% on the elite tier. Get 1 unique from Guardians of the Rift. Oh no. Bit of a random level here, but I was eating dinner between tasks and I needed to do something, so I decided to just make some broad arrows. And I got 94 fletching! Yay, 1 more level. If you didn't know, 95 fletching is the highest fletching requirement for dragon darts, so 1 more level and I can make those without boosting, and I can make everything. Anyways, let's talk about Guardians of the Rift real quick. It's actually kind of interesting. I was looking for a reason to train my runecrafting. Currently, runecrafting is my only skill below 90, so if I can get that to 90, base 90s is kind of cool. But that means doing a lot of Guardians of the Rift, and the only 2 items I have left are the Tarnished Locket and the Guardian's Eye. Now, at least the Guardian's Eye is more or less a guarantee if we just stay there long enough, but man, we're so dry on this locket already. I really hope we end up getting it, but yeah, back to some rune crafting. Okay, sure. Now, before I go ahead and actually start runecrafting, I actually still have 16 searches left over from the last task, so I guess I'm just gonna do those right now. I don't know, maybe you were already done? That'd be kind of funny. Okay, well, we're not already done. Oh yeah, also I already have 1,144 Abyssal Pearls from the last task, so including the ones from those searches, that's 1,200 pearls, and the eye costs 3,000, so at the very least, we might have to get 1,800 pearls here. So that's fun. I don't really know the best way to do this, so I think I'm just gonna go until 89, and then do all my searches, and then maybe go halfway to 90, do them again, then all the way to 90, do them again, and hopefully by then we got the thing. Okay, hello, good morning to the gamers. I did about 2.5 hours of Guardians of the Rift last night. I'm averaging about 54, 55k XP an hour, depending on how many failed games. So it's actually going by pretty quick. I got 150k left to the next level, and already at 67 searches-ish. So yeah, you know, the plan today, just Guardians of the Rift till 89, and we'll do some searches and hope we get lucky. There is one more thing I wanted to mention. If I can get to 90 runecrafting, I can actually +5 boost for Wrath runes. And that doesn't sound that useful, but what you can do is you can get the new runecrafting extracts from the Essence Mine or whatever in the Scar after Desert Treasure 2, and with your +5 boost, you can make a bunch of Wrath runes. You don't need to rely on like constantly getting a bunch of +5 boosts, so you can go and just get one and make like a few thousand. And with the combat rebalance of having elemental weaknesses, I feel like Wrath runes and Surge spells are going to be a lot stronger. I don't know exactly where yet. The meta is still sort of figuring itself out on that kind of thing, but having lots of Wrath runes could be very useful in the future. So maybe that's a possibility if I can get to 90 on this task. Now, I would much rather just finish the task early, because if I can finish the task, that lets me train runecrafting whenever I want, because I'll have no more Guardians of the Rift tasks on the spreadsheet. So obviously I would rather just get the item, but if I do get to 90 runecrafting, that is something I can go and do. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that, but yeah, Guardians of the Rift, here we go. You ever accidentally put the runes you were using for combo runes into the deposit pool? No, just me? Okay. Oh, I definitely was recording. I don't know what you're talking about. There's 89 runecrafting! Which means that I get to go and do these searches. I don't really know what the chances are here, considering I have to pull the intricate pouch and then pull the tarnished locket. I don't know, like, what the chance is that I completed here, but I've got 145, so let's do it. Okay, well, there's a few things to note here. One, I finally pulled an Abyssal Lantern. That's the first one that I've actually got from the Rewards Guardian in, like, over 2,000 searches. It's a 1 in 700, so that's kind of sad, the fact that I had to buy it for 1,500 pearls, but at least now every lantern we get, you can trade in for an extra 100 pearls, so it's essentially, like, one of the better pulls we can get, so I can't really complain, but we also should have seen about 6 pouches, and we got exactly 6 pouches. So exactly expected average on the RNG there. Each one of these pouches has a 1 in 40 chance to give a locket. So obviously not great odds, but there's still a chance. Alright, well, never mind. Yeah, so not too bad, all things considered, but obviously we gotta keep going. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to go until like halfway to 90. 250,000 experience sounds good to me, which is about exactly how much I got getting here. So I'll just go and do that again. Oh yeah, by the way, after selling the lantern and depositing the pearls, we're at over 1,500, so halfway to the eye on that regard. But if I have to get the eye, we're going to be here for a long time. Like I said, 3,000 pearls is, that's a long grind, so hopefully it doesn't come to that. Well, I stayed up way later than I intended to, but there it is, 50% of the way to 90 runecrafting. I did like 10 hours of runecrafting today. I'm tired, man, but I really wanted to do these searches before I went to bed, so 136 of them. Let's see what we get. Alright, well, nothing too interesting there, but I did get 7 intricate pouches, which is above the average rate for that many searches, so I guess that's good. And we're going to open them, and we're going to get the thing. That is so sad. Both of these, by the way, are more rare than the locket. Cool. But the joke's on you, game, because I actually wanted to keep going, so I want 90 runecrafting, so thank you. But that sounds like a thing for tomorrow, because it is 2 a.m. Okay, hello, good morning to the gaming gamers. Today, I plan on doing a lot of runecrafting. I'm going to get to 90, I'm going to go and do my searches, I'm going to get the locket and the pet at the same time, and then I'm going to have base 90s, and we're going to move on, and everything is going to be great, okay? Good plan. The unfortunate part is, I don't really know what to show you guys. I'm just playing Guardians of the Rift. It's not that interesting. As you can see, I've done about half the runecrafting that I need to get to level 90, so I'll see you in a bit, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I definitely was recording that. 90 runecrafting, let's go! Officially base 90s on the account, which is very cool to see. 2215 total, getting up there close to max, and I've got 128 searches to go do. By the way, I went and looked it up, and apparently you should expect 2 pearls per search. So in 128 searches, I should get around 256 pearls. So yeah, that's sort of what we can be expecting here. We're hoping for a lot of pearls, a lot of pouches, any spare like lanterns or anything to trade in, and a pet. Okay, cool. Well, that was abysmal. I got just over half the pearls that I would have expected to be average, so that sucks. I got 1 intricate pouch when I should have seen about 6. That's terrible. And the only cool thing I got was a blue dye, which I don't think you can trade in for pearls. Okay, I take it back. You can trade in extra dyes for pearls. So at least that's an extra 50. That's not too bad, I guess, but yeah, overall, that was pretty terrible. Yes, I will trade that in for 50, and we will open this pouch. Yeah, okay. I almost instinctively put that on Herblord, but this is the first lamp I've got since I got 99. That's so funny. I don't know what to put this on. Well, I guess I'm putting XP lamps on prayer now. Everything else that I have left is I just need to put time into it. I already have all the things that I need, except maybe smithing, but even then I can just buy those, so prayer is the only skill left that I actually, like, need the resources for. So I guess that's going on prayer. Interesting. Okay, cool. So I guess that means we're staying at Guardians of the Rift for now. 550k to 91. Probably going to do the same thing I did that level, find a midway point, do the searches there, but yeah, 91 runecrafting would actually be very useful. It would make the boost a lot easier to get if I do want to boost for some Wrath runes, as well as 91 is the level you need for double natures, which is actually something that I want to do in the future with the new achievement diary cape route to get in the nature altar. That actually sounds pretty cool. So 91 would be good, but yeah, back to Guardians of the Rift. Why, hello, today is a new day with the same objective, just a lot of runecrafting. The only thing of note was there is an update today, but there isn't really much to it. Just announced the Pride event and a bunch of changes, or a bunch of fixes to the Project Rebalance changes. Most notably, the only thing that I really care about is that they finally removed Flames of Zamorak as a fire spell, so you no longer get the big bonuses, especially at Zulrah. So people are kind of mad about that. But other than that, nothing really changed, and we're just going to do some runecrafting. Oh hey, I just noticed I passed 1 million runecrafting XP for the task, which doesn't really mean anything. I just thought it was a cool milestone. Still gonna get the next 6% before I do my searches though. Alright, another 280,000 runecrafting XP later, 144 searches, halfway to 91. At this point, I kind of, again, also am almost okay if we don't get it here, because I kind of want to get to 91, but at the same time, I am a little sick of Guardians of the Rift, so let's just do it. Let's see what we get. No way! We actually got the pet! Let's go! Okay, well, this has all been worth it. Let's go! Okay, first of all, I gotta go back. There was a stretch there. I got a pouch, a pouch, a pouch, pearls, pearls, abyssal red dye, which I can trade in for pearls, and then more pearls. That was like the craziest grouping of searches ever, and then I followed that up with a pet like 2 searches later. Okay, everything is great. I don't even care about the rest of these 55 searches. That was awesome. Unfortunately, the pet does not count for this task. So I'm not actually done. It's just awesome. I cannot even believe it. At this point, I kind of am almost okay if we don't get the locket, because now if I buy the eye, I can actually use it and it won't just waste a bank space. So yeah, it's cool. I don't even know what to say. We got 55 searches left. Let's just keep going. All right, well, those were some fantastic searches. We got just around expected, slightly over expected amount of pearls. We got 2 extra pouches than average. We got a dye. We got a pet. I mean, I couldn't ask for much more, really, except for maybe a locket. Okay, well, more incredibly rare stuff, but that's fine. No locket, I guess. Got some prayer XP, got a hard clue I can go and do. I don't even know what to say, man. I just can't believe it. By the way, the Abyssal Protector is a 1 in 4,000 drop rate, and I got it on search 2,422, so just over half the drop rate, so that is sick. Which means that once I get these 2 other things, I never have to come back to Guardians of the Rift if I don't want to, which is just amazing, because honestly, even though I like this minigame for a lot of it, once you get some of the upgrades like the pouch and the outfit and everything, some of the other runecrafting methods become a lot more viable and more useful, especially for an Iron Man, so yeah, that's I don't even know what to say, that's sick. Also, apparently I'm stupid. I thought the Guardian's Eye was to transmog this runecrafting pet, but apparently it's for the other one. So whether I have to get it or not, it'll still be -1 bank space. But this little guy is going in the house forever, and I love him. Anyways, here we are, back at Guardians of the Rift. I did just go and take like an hour to try and calm down after those searches. I was pretty excited, and yeah, now I'm remembering we are back, and we've got about 5 more hours of runecrafting to do until 91, so I'll see you in 5 hours. Because the locket is a 1 in 40 from the intricate pouches, and the pouches themselves are a 1 in 25 from the rewards guardian, you should expect to get the locket within about 1,000 searches, or around 1,000 searches. So I'm at about 2,500 right now, so 2.5 times the drop rate on that, which is not great. But because of that, I've been able to get so many pearls that once I finish this Guardian's Eye and I get the locket, now that I have the pet, I'm actually going to be green logging Guardians of the Rift, which is kind of cool. And then going forward, I can do my runecrafting training elsewhere because I won't need anything else from this minigame. So at least that's like sort of a positive from this whole thing, but that does rely on me actually getting the locket eventually. So I do really hope that I end up getting that. I think what I might end up doing if I get the locket to complete the task is actually just stay here until I have enough pearls to buy the eye and just greenlog Guardians of the Rift and never come back here. Now, I don't think I would do it if I end up buying the eye for the task because the locket's just so RNG, but if I get the RNG unlocked first, I might end up just doing the consistent purchasing with the pearls right after it, just so I never have to think about this game again. Alright, and there it is, 91 runecrafting, 137 more searches to go. Double nature runes, very cool, let's do it. Alright, I want to see a lot of pouches, I want to see a lot of dyes and lanterns to hand in, and I want to see a lot of pearls. Alright, that was pretty good. Okay, so 410 pearls is crazy high. I think the average would have been like 270 there, so that's way above average, which is great. 5 intricate pouches is right around average, which is pretty good, and we got a blue dye to trade in for 50 more pearls. So pretty much everything I asked for I got, which is great. Now the only thing to make it better is if I actually got the locket in these 5 pouches. Oh, okay, cool. But that means that we're not quite done yet. 2,739 abyssal pearls means we need 261 more, which is going to take, on average, 130 more reward searches. So I'm going to play Guardians of the Rift until I have that. I'm not really worried about the experience anymore, considering there's no way I get to the next level. 1337 million experience, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go get 130 more searches. Hello and good morning to all the runecraft enjoyers out there. Today will be the final day of runecrafting. I hope, God, I hope it doesn't take longer than today. Last night I did about 60 searches worth of games and then decided to call it there. So today we are finishing this darn task. I will say, I'm one of the people that I actually don't mind runecrafting in general. I'm just a little bit sick of this minigame. I think runecrafting as a skill is fine. It's a little bit slow, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't actually mind the gameplay of it, especially when you sort of get in a rhythm. Sometimes it can be kind of fun, but I'm just sort of sick of this minigame. I've been here a while, as you can tell. You know, I'm about to greenlog the darn thing. Obviously, I got lucky on the pet, but yeah, I'm just ready to be done with this. Once I'm done with this minigame, the rest of my runecrafting training on the account is going to be done with just standard runecrafting. I'm probably going to do a lot of natures with the new route with the achievement diary cape, They're actually pretty good. I'm probably going to do some AFK Bloods or Souls. I'm going to do some Wrath Runes at some point. But all those things are going to come much later, obviously. For now, we're just working on getting the task done and not thinking about Guardians of the Rift ever again. I know I said I needed about 130 searches on average, but I have to go and do something in real life that's going to take a few hours, and I'm at 90 searches right now. Kind of just want to do them to see if I'm done and I can stop thinking about it. So I'm just going to do it. Maybe we get lucky. Well, we did not get lucky. Average luck would have been around 180 pearls and 4 pouches, so yeah, definitely didn't get lucky on either of those fronts, but maybe we get a lock-it in these two? No. Alright, well, at least now I know about how many more searches I need to get. Alright, surely this is it. 48 searches. I need 97 pearls, which means that if I just get essentially average luck, we should be good to go. So that's all I'm looking for here, please, game. Average luck. That's a good start. That's a great start. Alright, well, that was a great start and a great end. Alright, 143 pearls. We can buy the eye at least. It's going to be very funny when this one single pouch has a locket in it. Okay, no, never mind. Give me 1 sec. It's a little unfortunate now if I do ever want to greenlog Guardians of the Rift, I have to come back here and just hope for RNG on the locket. But yeah, 2,753 searches, so 2.75 times the drop rate on that one. Very sad, but we can buy the Guardian's Eye. Man, that's just... You know, at least we're done. I can move on. I'll just put this right next to the other pet recolors that I can't use yet for another -1 bank space. And yeah, we're finally done with Guardians of the Rift. No more tasks on the spreadsheet. I can do my multiple nature runes, so I can do that. It's, you know, all things considered, not too bad. Got my base 90s. My Tears of Guthix is going to give me agility experience, so that's always nice. And we can go and roll a new task. After over 30 hours of rune crafting later, we are finally done the Guardians of the Rift task, and we're probably not going to have time to do this one in this video, but let's see what we're doing next. Get 5 new uniques from hard clues. Okay. So I do already have 5 hard caskets, which I'm going to open right now, and then we will finish the task in the next video, assuming we don't finish it right now. It would be crazy luck if we did, but... yeah, 75 uniques in 342 caskets. I don't think there's anything else I really need on the hard clue uniques list, so let's just start opening. Okay, well, let's stop opening. Actually, I really want to open the rest of these caskets right now, so we're just going to put that on the ground in case I get another one and continue opening. Alright, no uniques, cool. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave the video a like and check if you're subscribed, as those are the 2 best ways to help my videos with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, I'm going to go do this master clue in between videos, and in the next video, we will get back to the hard clues. I actually have a new idea for how I want to get some hard clues, something I've never done before. So stay tuned for that. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one. I want to give a big thank you to all of my channel members, but a special thank you to my Tier 3 Big Spoon channel members, Alchemist BTW, Jack Staumer, Zach Martin, Luxitaire, Tony Adkins, Dolph, and Fading Shadow. And if you want to see your name here in the credits for the rest of the season, consider becoming a channel member. The lowest tier is only $2 a month, and it really helps me out. Thank you.